Well, Lonely Planet: Women Travel Solo is a book filled with 30 essays from female solo travelers from all over the world. It features tips and lessons learned from these phenomenal women like GDL regular Lauren Gay. And Miss Outdoorsy Diva herself joins us now to talk about a healing trip that was the source of inspiration for her entry in the book. So welcome back to the show, my friend. Hi.
Good morning. Happy to be here.
Oh, we're thrilled that you are here. So yes, you're usually on the show giving us travel tips and inspiration about where to go and things to mark off our bucket list. But let's go back to the beginning. What sparked this love and desire to travel and see the world for you?
Honestly, for me, I've just had this curiosity about the world. It's not something I grew up doing as part of my life.
Yeah.
It was literally just something ingrained in me, just this curiosity. But being a single mom, very young, I didn't have the means to do that and to travel like that. My first trip out of the country was my senior trip to Cancun.
Okay.
And, you know, Mommy, thank you, Mommy Big Bucks, for being, willing to do that for me. And that was really like the spark, like, okay, there's another world out here, and food and different language. And so just over time, I was able to make that happen and just continue to build on it.
Well, we're looking at some pictures. We've been looking at pictures of a very special trip for you. And in that trip, as I mentioned earlier, is what you discuss in this book, Women Travel Solo. Can you talk about that first solo trip that you took and why?
Yes, so the essay that I contributed to the book, page 137, and this is about my trip to the Azores Islands. They are off the coast of Portugal, and I actually took this trip as a way to heal and reset because I was in the midst of leaving an abusive relationship. And so it had taken its toll on me for some time, and I just needed to get out of here, and I talk about that in the book. And I had never heard of the Azores. I found a Groupon getaway that included hotels, some activities, my flights within my little budget, and I made it happen. I pulled the trigger and was like, I'm going. I don't speak Portuguese, but honestly, I figured it out, and it was divine. I met people along the way. Even in the airport, I met a native Azorean man who took the time to talk to me about, because the dialect of their Portuguese is different than what I had learned on Duolingo. So he took that time. Me and his fiance actually went out because we had a long layover in Boston before our flight. They took me out. We had clam chowder together. And so I already had a built-in comfort before I got there. And I knew in that moment I had made the right choice because I was already being taken care of.
Yeah. What did you learn about yourself on that trip? And what do you hope that people get from this book? You know, there's so many people out there who are in abusive relationships, right? And it's hard to leave, right?
Indeed.
And to also come back to yourself, it can be hard to do so. So what did you learn on this trip about yourself, and what do you hope to teach other ladies?
What I learned the most, and what I want people to also get from it, is knowing, that you can be resilient, that it's not the end of the world. No matter what you've been through, no matter what the circumstances were, you can bounce back. It's okay to start over. It's okay to reset. I think we're meant to do that. I don't think we're meant to just be, sedentary throughout our lives. So it's okay to take these moments and start over. It can be a scary thing, but you can do it. Also, relying on your support system. It's okay to talk to your friends and your family, even if you think that people will. I had a lot of shame about it, but even I have gotten nothing but love and support. So just knowing that the people who love you will be there for you.
For sure.
And just honoring yourself first is the most important thing.
Well, I'm so proud of you for doing this. I'm sure it was cathartic writing this essay, was it?
Very much so.
Yeah?
Very much so.
Well, tell us, where can we get this beautiful book? You're one of how many ladies that
there are a total of 30 essays, and then there's also a bonus foreword by Jessica Nabongo, who is the first Black woman documented to visit every every country in the world.
Wow.
And so you can get it. Lonely Planet's website is the main spot. Of course, it's in the bookstores if you want to go in person, you know, the traditional bookstores, and put your hands on it. And it has beautiful photography as well, and practical tips about solo travel and encouraging women, giving you ideas of places to go. My favorite was a story about a woman who did a trip as a passenger on a cargo ship, like a container ship.
Really?
I didn't even know it was a thing.
I didn't know that was a thing either. But I will say, I hope this book inspires more ladies to do solo travel, because it can be scary to do so. My first solo travel trip was to Toronto, and it was incredible. To your point, you meet so many amazing people that you wouldn't have the opportunity to connect with if you're traveling with a group. So I love you. I'm proud of you. Thanks for coming on to talk about the book. So for more information, you can visit the website on your screen, which is lonelyplanet.com.